Honor, with the court's permission, I'd like to ask Mr. Rodriquez to address the court.
All right, that permission is granted, Mr. Rodriguez.
These are the parents of Lisa Rodriguez, 21-year-old woman who was also one of the victims. Alex Henriquez was found guilty of her murder.
My wife and I would like to personally thank you for serving as judge in the case of our daughter, Lisa Rodriguez. Since the beginning, when we first heard of you, we learned that you were a fair and stern judge and depicted that very same image in your courtroom. We hold you in the highest esteem. Honorable Sullivan, there are no words that can describe what the murder of our only child, Lisa, has done to our lives. Our daughter has been gone from us for over 2 years now, and at times we still wake up and think that it's only a bad dream. But we wake up to reality and we know different. We go to sleep and wake up asking ourselves why. Why did this person kill our Lisa? What did she ever do to him to deserve this heinous act of violence on her person? She was such a vibrant and vivacious young lady of 21 years. To understand the pain, hurt, and suffering that has engrossed our lives for the past 2 years, you need to know of the relationship we have with our daughter, and there is only one word that can describe it: beautiful. With me, Lisa was not only my daughter, she was my confidant, and most of all, she was my friend. We shared a lot together. I love and miss my daughter very much. The week of June 11th through June 30th of 1990 were the most horrifying weeks of our lives, and they will always haunt us forever. On Sunday, June 17th, Father's Day, I feared that something wrong had befallen my daughter. She did not call or come to be with me like she always did on that special day. I cried myself to sleep. That night and many others, I cried myself to sleep. The void inside of me is so deep, at times I can't bear it. That is why I hate this person so much. He not only killed my daughter, he killed me too. Since the day of my daughter's disappearance, I have seen my wife deteriorate before my eyes. She has gone from a happy and active person to a highly depressed one. On Easter Sunday of this year, my wife visited our daughter's grave site for the first time since we buried her. The next day, she tried to commit suicide. She only wanted to be with her baby, as she would later put it. Honorable Sullivan, our lives will never, ever be the same. We will never experience the happiness of seeing our Lisa married, nor will we ever experience the joy of being grandparents. These are the two most important dreams that will never be, but we will always keep our memories of Lisa alive. Honorable Sullivan, I know you will do what is right according to what the law allows, and we can only pray that God will guide you in your decision. Help us keep Alex Henriquez incarcerated so that he may never be allowed to walk the streets of New York to harm another child again. Respectfully yours, my wife and I.
With the court's permission, I would ask that Milagros Guzman, the mother of Jessica Guzman, be allowed to speak to the court with her husband, ALFREDO Guzman, Jessica's father.
10-year-old Jessica Guzman disappeared on October 10th of 1990. Her body was found on October 17th of 1990. Alex Henriquez was found guilty of her murder. These are her parents.
Family and my sons, my husband, to give us the opportunity to stand here and express our feelings. It's very hard to express our feelings that we've had for almost 2 years now, and the pain that this has brought us. I have 4 sons, kind of an adopted one that we have adopted. And Jessica was my only daughter, my youngest one also. For me to say what it has done to us, it's like if Mr. Henriquez has actually also murdered us. There's a part of me inside that died the day I found out that I would never see her again. I don't think that part of me would ever live again. And I think that same part is there within all my family. Jessica was a very happy little girl. We raised her to trust people, to be good, to what was wrong and what was right. Being a parent that had to work. And my husband, I had to teach her from a very young age what was right and what was wrong. I've taught them all to my boys, and I am very proud of my boys, just like I was as proud of her. She knew what was right. She knew what was wrong. She was very friendly, and maybe that was something that maybe was wrong, because that friendship was what killed her. Jessica to me was everything. She was the dream come true after having 4 sons. She was just about to turn 11, and I was thinking of, she was gonna be now a friend to me. You know, I was gonna actually stop being a mom, and now I was gonna be also a friend to her. She had started to put on my t-shirts and show me different dances and different things in school. So this was like a very special time for me with her. She would have turned 13 this year in another few weeks. And that would have been the greatest time of my life, to see her turn 13. She was a joy to be with everybody that saw her and spent time with her. Loved her. She was very polite. She was everything to us. I don't have any other daughter. And since this has happened, my husband has had lots of problems expressing his feelings, which is why I am talking. My boys have their also problems with the fact of knowing that somebody could murder their little sister. This will be something that they will live with, and I hope that now that they have seen justice done in this courtroom, that they know that you have to follow the law, that it is wrong to do what's wrong, be against the law. And I thank the court for giving me that back to me. I didn't know how I was gonna finish raising them if they saw anything else in this courtroom. I was very scared for them. I was afraid I would end up losing more than just a daughter in this courtroom. But you have granted me that, and I hope you grant us the fact that he will pay for her death, and we will never see him again, and that he will never hurt any other child again. It is the only thing we have left besides her memory and her pictures and our dreams that we will always have. They might not come true, but our dreams will always be there about her. Thank you.
Some very powerful, some very moving moments then in the courtroom earlier today as the parents of these 3 victims talk with Judge Daniel Sullivan about the sentence they're hoping for when he sentences the man who is found guilty of murdering their children.